They'll toss it to Ajayi. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. From the gun on third down, Smith. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Ajayi. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Well, a first carry here for Robinson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll fake it. Now Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they let you play.
Play action. It's Smith. Going up top. And that's caught by Landry for a Kansas City touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Catch made there by Brett Perriman. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Wentz going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run it now with Robinson, and I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They run. Robinson. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On second down, here's Wentz. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. It's Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Second down following the run. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Wentz to throw on second down. And avoids the contact by sliding. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he's got this one down to the 10. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. And the offense in a great spot. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run at 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be knocked down sideways right around the 26. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Wentz. He's going to look deep for Perriman. 5. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 48 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Eight yards to go here on second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Derek Johnson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Justin Houston in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fresh set of downs here. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. roll him out, bootlegging, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go. And got his man. Complete. A big gain of 39 on third.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now Wentz. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Again, here's blown. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Throwing now is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Wentz now giving to Blunt on the draw. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Smith. Drops it off to Ajayi. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball is the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw, and he rifles one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The play clock's running down. To throw is Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. On 1st down, Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. They run with Ajayi. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's got his man. That's Landry. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Ajayi. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Smith. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Play action. It's Smith. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You're able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to LaFell, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run again with Blunt. Blunt rumbling with a first down and more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That good for 22 and a first down.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll go Wentz to Blunt here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Room here to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
the ground. This is Ware. He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That